Hello, my wonderful Capricorns. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of your love life. So it's going to be your general love reading for the week here. So pretty much whatever comes out for you guys. Okay, guys, so we have the card Storm Warning, Upheaval, Obstacle, Wrecking Ball, Drama. Okay. Well, we'll definitely be clarifying this energy here, but this could be a week where you are either feeling like there's some sort of an obstacle in a connection, in an existing connection here, okay? Or you feel like there's some sort of chaos where you may even feel like there's a lot going on. The reason I say that is when I look at this card, I'm getting the energy of the Five of Wands in Tarot. So let's see what's going on here. And it seems to me that this is an obstacle that has been ongoing, but you could be reaching like a breaking point, or you already have as you're watching my read here. Okay, so the Eight of Wands wanted to come out in reverse. Possibly blocks in communication or something not progressing the way that you want it to. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, and we have the Four of Pentacles. Someone who is held back from you in the current moment, or someone who has a mentality of lack when they're looking at the situation in the current moment, actually wants to speak to you or reach out to you. So it's like, even if you're connecting with this person, there's something here that they feel like they are lacking, or something is lacking in this connection. Okay. I'm going to start off by seeing how you are being viewed this week. Eight of Pentacles. This person is viewing you as someone who is, very focused on your work or your career this week. It's like you have shifted your focus towards what's working for you, what's progressing for you. You're in a very, or they feel like you're viewing the situation from a very practical point of view here. I also feel like this person is being reminded of the efforts, okay, that you've put into this connection, or how patient you were with them, or the things that you have done for them. I do see it as someone who is viewing you as very caring, very hardworking, but also someone who's very practical. You follow through on the things that you say you're going to do. You keep the promises that you have made them. We have the Emperor and the Queen of Wands in the challenge position. This person is highly attracted to you. I will say that. And with the Emperor as well as the Queen of Wands in the challenge position, I mean, there is a part of this person that is trying to take accountability for something that has occurred between the both of you. But with the Queen of Wands, there's also a part of them that is holding on to something that they still stand by. So if I were to, boil down this energy, pretty much what I'm getting at is the reason why this person feels challenged is they want to speak to you, but they also feel like they're still upset or frustrated about something that you guys were disagreeing on. So a part of them is like, you know what, I want to take accountability, or I want to be the bigger person and I want to reach out. But then a part of them is like, but I stand by what I said, or I'm still upset about, said thing. And they're really fighting this urge that they have to clear something up with you. And if you are communicating with this person, there's some sort of passive aggression that is present. How are you viewing them? The Page of Wands. There's something about you viewing this person as possibly emotionally immature, or not taking something as seriously as you wanted them to. So there could be something here that you communicated to this person in terms of possibly, what you guys are disagreeing on, maybe your feelings or your perspective, but you feel this person was not really again, taking it as seriously as you wanted them to. And I also feel here that while there could have been some sort of a disagreement, you may feel that this person responded in more of a jokingly kind of manner instead of, a considerate one. Because there's either something to do with the way this person responded to something that was really impacting you that made you feel like you were not being acknowledged in the situation. We have the lovers in your feelings, and we have the wheel. You're at a turning point here. You're at a very crucial point in this dynamic where it's like, do I let this go and close this chapter out, or do I try to work this out because I still feel connected to this person? Because with the lovers being the first card in your feelings, I do feel like it's someone you feel, very connected to. It's someone you may even view as a soulmate, or you may feel like you have met them for a reason. But we also have the wheel, which is not only, again, you being at some sort of a turning point, it's about a chapter closing. But the difficult part about that energy is, as much as you understand that chapter is closing, there may be some sort of a change that you are having a hard time accepting, because that card is also associated with fixed energy, where you may have a lot of history with this person, or maybe you were in a long-term commitment with this person, and in that case it could be very difficult for you to just be able to release this person so easily. So I do see that it's difficult for you to accept some sort of a change that is happening. For some of you, there's definitely changes in your living situation. Two of Wands and the World's card in your feelings. Seems to me that you're distancing yourself from this person. Two of Wands with the World card not only is a cycle closing out, or a chapter coming to an end with the Two of Wands and the World card. I also feel like for some of you, what is bothering you is the plans that you had for the future, or some sort of hopes that you had, maybe even promises that you guys have made each other. It's like when you think about what you had in mind for the future of this connection, and when you think about where you are now with this person, that's what's emotionally impacting you this week. And there's a part of you that's like, okay, with the World card and the Wheel of Fortune, I'm at it, this is a very crucial point in my life. I need to make this change, even if it feels scary or difficult. But there's also a part of you that still feels a bit connected to this person. And of course, emotions don't leave overnight. So it could be that I'm picking up on this energy because it's still very fresh on your mind, or the falling out could have been very recent. But I don't really see it as just a falling out. I see it as like a disagreement specifically. And I also see it as you viewing this person as someone who's not taking your communication seriously, or something that means a lot to you is not really being acknowledged by this person. So you feel very misunderstood. Okay, so the Seven of Wands is clarifying the Emperor, and we have the Four of Swords clarifying the Queen of Wands. Yeah. I do feel a part of this person really wants to solve or find a solution, or if they're communicating with you and there's passive aggression, they really just want to let it go. But the thing is, with the Seven of Wands and the Queen of Wands, there's something that this person's really holding on to. Even if it is, the fact that they are maybe operating from ego or pride, they feel like, yes, I want to connect with Capricorn, but I also have a reason to be upset. Or for example, if the both of you are disagreeing on something and you guys are not seeing eye to eye, it's like they want to connect with you, but they don't want the both of you to agree just for the sake of agreeing, if it's still going to bother the both of you at the end of the day. And the Four of Swords clarifying the Queen of Wands there, I feel like this is someone who is silent with you, but they're still very much thinking about you. And I feel like the conversations that you guys are having could be very surface level as well, for those of you that are communicating with this person. Because I'm getting two energies here, but I do feel like if you are connecting with this person, you are definitely sensing some sort of passive aggression, or they could even be sensing that from you as well. Okay, so we have the Two of Swords in their feelings, and we have the King of Wands. This person's really confused, or they're having a hard time seeing what's going or figuring out what's going to happen next, but they're not showing you that on the outside. This person may be a very confident individual. They may even, you may be viewing them as someone who is just out and about, or, having the time of their lives. But there's a lot more going on the inside and mentally for this person with the Two of Swords. They feel that there is a consistent pattern, or they feel like something is just not changing between the both of you, because the Two of Swords, guys, it's like when you're looking at a situation and it's very like this, it's like a this or that way of thinking. Like, okay, well, Capricorn and I have disagreed, or are disagreeing on something, but in the past we always end up at square one, or we're not able to overcome the things that we disagree on. So I don't know how it can occur differently this time around. It's like having a hard time seeing a new way or a new approach of getting things done. So that's what I see them struggling with in their feelings, although they're still thinking about, like, a part of them wants to connect with you or find a solution with that Emperor energy. So we have the Magician in their feelings and the Nine of Wands. So this is basically them feeling like, okay, I have what it takes to manifest a new beginning, or I have what it takes to change my current circumstances. But when you have the Nine of Wands, it is someone who is fighting for this connection. It is someone who is still trying, but they feel very defeated, or a part of them feels powerless about the situation as well. So it's like manifesting a change or wanting a change, but not truly believing that it could happen for them. Whether it's because they're viewing you as closing this chapter and moving on, whether it's because they're viewing you as someone who has shifted your focus to work, and that is letting them know that you're not as invested in this connection as you once were, they're having a hard time grasping, yes, the reality of the situation, but there's a lot of foggy thoughts. There's a lot of confusion when it comes to what's going to happen next. And a part of them does feel very defeated here. Okay, so we have the Three of Pentacles, followed by the Five of Cups and the potential outcome. Someone who wants to work something out with you, work together again, discuss something with you. But with the Five of Cups, there's a level of disappointment from how things have transpired in the past. And this person may feel like your disappointment towards them, or your frustration towards this connection, may outweigh the ability for the both of you to work something out here. I will say it's a pretty heavy energy, Capricorn. I feel like this is someone who's feeding into their pessimistic thoughts. And it's not to say that I'm not trying to downplay the situation. Maybe in some cases you do feel like this is something that is completely over and you're closing the door. Although I also feel like this is someone where they're wanting to reconnect with you, or they're wanting to find a solution, but a part of them just doesn't believe that to be true, or that could be true. The Three of Pentacles is being clarified by the Ace of Swords, and the Five of Cups is being clarified by the Eight of Swords. So this person is feeling very stuck in their mind. So they're thinking about either revealing a truth to you or having a breakthrough, but they're having a hard time taking action. Eight of Swords is a very stuck energy. There may even be some sort of restrictions that this person feels. Ten of Cups, what's the Ten of Cups? The Five of Wands. They feel like the situation is very complex. Ten of Cups, and then we have the Five of Wands. So it's like what I said, wanting to reconnect with you, wanting to find a solution, thinking of a commitment. They are thinking of these things and they are feeling these emotions. But with the Five of Wands, they feel like there's either a lot going on. And I did mention that the Storm Warning card was giving me the energy of the Five of Wands in tarot, and you have it here as your closing card. So when they're looking at the situation, they may feel like there's a lot going on. Even on your end, Capricorn, you may look at the situation and say, yes, this is someone that I feel connected to, but there's constantly an obstacle, or there's so much drama or chaos when it comes to this connection. I feel like I can't really see a clear path as to how we're going to build together. So what I see is this person wanting to connect with you, feeling very mentally stuck, and it's stemming from a space of not truly believing that what they're thinking can become their reality. It's like, okay, I want to reconnect with Capricorn, but I'm also holding on to anger. Okay, I want to reconnect with Capricorn, but I'm thinking about it more than I'm trying to figure out what to do about it. So it could be mental restrictions, or it could be something in their external influence, it could also be an external influence, something in their outer environment. But with the Ten of Cups as well as the Five of Wands, I feel like, Ace of Swords could be a breakthrough, or this person reaching out to you, or if you're connecting with them, there could be some sort of a truth that they just unexpectedly tell you. Although the truth may give you some sort of clarity, or there may be a breakthrough in the situation, it's going to be followed by a stagnant energy or this person feeling mentally stuck. And of course, you're going to know your situation better than I will. And it is a general read, so keep that in mind. But the 10 of Cups and the 5 of Wands is usually if there's, again, an external influence or something that is constantly in the way, where it's like they feel very connected to you emotionally, but there are some sort of obstacles that are not allowing the both of you to come together in like a peaceful way. And that's what's impacting them mentally. Okay. So that is what I'm getting for you guys. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.